Go back in time. When you didn't use Knockout Radio to illegally obtain a media credential.
Oh, I use pizza.
For BKFC here locally at the OCC.
Yeah.
What happened that night?
I was a fan. Actually, look, pizza used to be my currency. I could get into anything. It's like the illusion of safety. So I had my Jeep doors off, and I turn around and I hit the alarm, and everybody's like, that was
stupid.
Stupid, right? Yeah. It's like having a gated community. It's an illusion of safety. Not one pizza ever went undelivered or cold because I couldn't get past the security guard or in the back room of an arena or in a green room with pizza. If you have pizza in your hand, you can go anywhere. So I did that with media for a while. And now I have my own credential. I got a credential last week to a RiseCon, and I didn't even use it. You know, I've been so many years of hanging out with you in the back. I was like, you know what? I want to be just normal. And I sat in general population.
You are just normal.
And I had the greatest time of my life. Doing normal stuff, sitting in the crowd at Ray J for Monster Jam with the drivers, the smell of the fuel and the smell of the dirt is way better than being in the press box behind a glass wall. Like it's just amazing. So I love the people, man. I'm from the streets. I'm from the ground up, not the top down. You 1%ers, I can't vibe with you. I don't really identify with that.
That's awesome. That's the best news I've heard in a long time.
I don't know. I get nosebleeds if I get up too high.
Because I did receive.
But the reason that practice was so important was because repetition.
Repetition. Right?
And it embeds into the subconscious. So that's why it's so important. But now I think the new era of coaching, you can't yell at them, you can't scream at people because they're not going to respond like they used to. That Bear Bryant, that Nick Saban control, those guys are all retiring instead of dealing with the new age of NIL deals and young kids who don't want to listen or don't want to practice hard. You got to adapt. You've got to change. So those coaches are fading away, and I think you have to draft newer, innovative coaches to get these players to really respond and thrive in the next level.
You need to draft coaches? You don't hire them?
You need to hire them or draft them. Or
well, you can't draft coaches.
Well, you recruit them. You build them up. I mean, but the league has to change. It can't stay the same. It's not the same world that we live in. You know?
No, I
2-a-day workouts, passing out in the heat exhaustion.
That's been gone for years.
Those are that's
already gone. Right. It's been gone. They had 2-a-days 20 years ago. They don't do that anymore.
Right.
Now they barely even do anything.
Yeah.
Now they show up for breakfast, hit the gym, and then do a walkthrough. Well, we were there. TSARUKYAN. Isn't that the dude who hit the fan?
Oh, he kicked the ring girl.
Well, he didn't kick. He shoved him, because he was tougher.
Yeah.
So I guess he's in a war of words with Michael Chandler.
Okay.
So Chandler says, I also don't understand why he didn't take the Islam fight. I would have taken it. This sport moves fast. This is what Arman's response was. I don't expect you to understand, Michael Chandler, MMA. We are not on the same level. I am here to be the champ. You are just waiting for a paycheck. I also don't understand why you waited Conor fight for 2 years. You could have lost 4 exciting fights during that time.
Savage. That's the savage response.
I thought
you could have lost 4 fights in that same waiting period.
Well, at least he said they would have been exciting.
That's a savage trash talk in there.
And before we hit this break,